Namaste everyone. Let us start today class with a small recap. So till now we learned circles chapter exercise 10.2 question number 11. Now let me start with the question number 12. So before I start, there are two important theorems which you have already learned. Let us recall the statement of these two theorems. The first theorem says that the radius drawn to the tangent at the point of contact is always perpendicular. That was the first theorem we learned. And the second theorem is tangents drawn from the external point to a circle are always equal in length. So keeping this in mind, let us start question number 12. So you can see the question here. Given a triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 cm. Means given a triangle ABC means triangle is outside and the circle is inside. So triangle is circumscribed the circle of radius 4 cm such that the segments BD and DC into which BC is divided by the point of contact D are of lengths 8 cm and 6 cm. Find the sides AB and AC. So let me explain this question with a diagram. So you can see the triangle ABC is a triangle which is circumscribed the circle, and he has given that the radius is 4 cm. The radius of the circle is 4 cm and also given the segments BD and CD are 8 and 6 respectively. So BD is 8 cm and CD is 6 cm. Now what I have to find here? I have to find the other two sides of the triangle. So the third side you can see 8 plus 6 is 14 cm. That is the length of BC. Now I need to find the length of AB and the length of AC. So before I start, so let me use one of the theorem which we already learned to fill up some gaps here. So what you can see here, B is an external point to a circle. BD and BF are tangents drawn to this circle. Therefore, the length of BD already we know. So, the another length will become also 8 cm. And similarly, C is an external point. CD and C are the tangents drawn from this point C to the circle. So, if CD is 6 cm, automatically this EC is also 6 cm. Now, I got these two tangents 8 cm and these two tangents are 6 cm. Then what about these two tangents? So here we don't know the AF and AE, both the lengths we don't know. So let us assume one length, that is AF is x centimeter. If AF is x, automatically AE is also x. So this is the in detail explanation what he has given in the question and what we have to find. So everything what he has given and what to find here I have written. So what he has given here, given radius is 4 cm. BD, can see again I am explaining whatever I have written in the diagram. BD is 8 cm and CD is 6 cm. I need to find AB and AC. So join OA, OB, OC. So here you should join OB, OC and also OA. So this you have to join. Clearly whatever I explained now, clearly BD and BF are 8 cm. CD and CE is 6 cm. And I have assumed that AF and AE let it be x centimeter. And what is the reason to write all these three? By theorem 10.2. That is tangents drawn from the external point are equal in length. To continue with, let us recall the formula how to find area of triangle. Here we already know what is area of triangle which you have learned in previous classes. Area of triangle is half into base into height. That is one formula we use to find the area of triangle. What is the another formula? When we know base and altitude, we use half into base into height. Suppose when we don't know the altitude, if I know all the three sides of a triangle, so what is the area of triangle? Just recall, you have already learned in 9th standard, that is called as Heron's formula. So what it says, you can see here, if triangle ABC, here I know the base but I don't know the height. So A is ABC. Let us consider this side as A and this side as B and this side as C. This ABC you can take according to whichever side you want. So I have A, B, C are the three sides of a triangle. Here we don't know the altitude. Then how to find area of triangle without an altitude? That formula is called as Heron's formula. So what is Heron's formula? Formula that is square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So this formula we use to find the area of triangle when we don't know the altitude. Now, what is meaning of S here? Just I showed you what are A, B, C. Then what is S? You know what is perimeter. Perimeter is sum of all three sides. A plus B plus C is the perimeter. So S means semi-perimeter. You can write S as A plus B plus C by 2. So S is also called as semi-perimeter. Now let us find the area of this triangle using Heron's formula. So before I find, let us prepare all this. What is S, S minus A, S minus B and S minus C separately. Then under root, if you find, it will be easy to calculate. So now let me start to find A, B and C. So now A, here see this diagram. What is A here? Let me take A as AB. So AB can be written as 8 plus X. So add this, you will get AB is 8 plus X. And B, so B I have taken as BC, that is 8 plus 6. You can see here B is BC, 8 plus 6, that is 14 centimeter. And I need the third side. What is third side here? AC. So that let us treat as small letter C. C equal to, that is AC equal to, you can see here 6 plus X are the segments. Add it, you get 6 plus X. I got A, B and C. A is 8 plus X, B is 14 and C is 6 plus X. Now let me find the semi-perimeter. What is semi-perimeter? S equals to A plus B plus C by 2. Now let us add all the three. A is 8 plus X, B is 14 and C is 6 plus X. After adding and dividing by 2, we get semi-perimeter as 14 plus X. And you can see along with S you have another 3 terms. So that 3 terms also let us find. S minus A. That is, what is S minus A? Already we found out S is 14 plus X minus A. Here be careful, whenever there is a minus before a binomial, that minus should be multiplied. So minus, what is here? A. You can see A is 8 plus X. So when I multiply minus, minus goes for both the terms, becomes minus 8 minus X. X gets cancelled. 14 minus 8 is 6. And next S minus B. So S is 14 plus X and B is 14 minus 14. 14 gets cancelled. You get X. Next S minus C. S is 14 plus X and C is 6 plus X. So when you multiply minus, it becomes minus 6 minus X. So X gets cancelled. Here also you can see subtract 14 minus 6, you will get 8. So in here we got, I got S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Now let us substitute all these 4 terms under the root to find the area of triangle. Now let me substitute S minus A, S minus B and S minus C. What we got now. So what is S here? Under root 14 plus X into S minus A is 6 into S minus B is X into S minus C is 8. So now after multiplying, you get under root 48x into 14 plus x. So this we got using Heron's formula. I got the area of triangle ABC. But what is our main idea to find? So our main idea is to find AB and AC. So once you just recall, if I want to find AB, already this segment is 8. Another segment x if I find, then I can add 8 plus x so that I will get AB. Similarly, for this also, if I get the value of x, I can add to 6 so that I will get the value of AC. So our main idea is to find the value of x. But with this, for Heron's formula, till here I am not getting any value of x. So to get the value of x, now what is the next step I have to start? Another area of triangle I have to use. You can see here, main three triangles are formed here, that is DOC, AOB. So this is one triangle, we can see AOB, and another triangle you can see BOC, and another triangle is AOC. So when you add these three triangles, again I'll get the full triangle. The next main idea is to find the area of these three triangles using half into base into height. So after you find these three triangles area and add, you will get the area of bigger triangle, that is ABC. So after I get the triangle ABC using these three, then I can equate to the Heron's formula to find the value of x. So this is the main idea to find the value of x. Now let me start one by one. These three triangles you can see using half into base into height. Let me start the area of triangle first. AOB. You can ask here half into base into height. Where is the height here? So you can just see this is a point of contact and here D is a point of contact, E is a point of contact. You learned by theorem 10.1 that this radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. So can I tell now for triangle AOB, what is base? You can see base is AB, that is 8 plus x, and height is nothing but the radius which already they have given in the question, 4 centimeter. So area of triangle AOB, now I am using area of triangle formula half into base into height because I know base and I know height. So half into base is 8 plus x and the height is nothing but radius. So cancel, 8 plus x into 2 becomes 2x plus 16. So the area of triangle AOB is 2x plus 16. Similarly, let me start with area of triangle BOC. So what is area of triangle BOC? What is base here? Base is 8 plus 6, that is half into base is 14, and the height, you can see height is radius, that is 4. 2 2s are 4. So I got area of triangle BOC is 14 2s are 28. Now area of the third triangle, that is AOC. Till now we found out two triangles area. The third triangle is AOC, that is half into base is 6 plus x and the height is again a radius. 2 1s are 2 2s are. Multiply 6 2s are 12 and x into 2 is 2x. So 2x plus 12. So we in the triangle, three triangles are separated. For three triangles we found out the area of triangles. Now what I have to find? The area of bigger triangle, that is area of triangle ABC is equal to sum of all these three triangles what we found out now. So area of triangle AOB plus BOC plus AOC. So to get the bigger triangle ABC, add all these three areas. So the first one is 2x plus 16 and the second we got 28 and the third triangle area is 2x plus 12. So after adding we get 4x plus 56. So take common 4. 4 into x plus 14 is the area of bigger triangle. So this we got using half into base into height for the three triangles in a bigger triangle. We got this area. And before, take this as equation 2. And before we got same triangle ABC with using Heron's formula. So what I have to do now? My main idea is to find the value of x. So that area of triangle ABC using Heron's formula and this equation 2. Equate it. So equating equation 1 and 2. What is equation 1 we got? That is also area of triangle ABC using Heron. And this is also area of triangle ABC by adding all these three triangles. So equate them. Root of 48x into 14 plus x equals to 4 into x plus 14. Now here I got a root. How to remove the root? Whenever you have a root, you have to take square on both sides. So if I take square on both sides, this root gets vanishes and here you will get square. Remember? So when you remove this root, what happens? 48x into x plus 14, right? As it is equals to. This square root will go, but here you will get square here. When I take square on both sides, here you will get square and here root gets cancelled. So 4 square is 16 and x plus 14 whole square. So here you can observe 16 and 48. Cancel the 16, 3s are 48. So what is remaining here? 3 is remaining and this x plus 14 and here 1x plus 14 gets cancelled and 1x plus 14 remains. So this x plus 14 remains as it is and here in left side nothing is remaining except 3 and x. So write 3x equal to x plus 14. Now bring this x on left side. So 3x minus x is how much? 2x. 2x equals to, we got 14. So I got 2x is 14 and x equal to 7 centimeter. So what I did till now? I found out the triangle ABC using Heron's formula and also I found out the triangle ABC using half into base into 8 height by adding the 3 triangles, and then we equated. After we equate, we got the value of x. Now what I have to do this value of x now, because I have to find the other two sides. What are the two sides? AB and AC. So what is AB? AB equal to 8 plus x, that is 8 plus 7. So we got 15 centimeter is the length of AB. Similarly, the length of AC is 6 plus x, that is 6 plus 7, that is 13 centimeter. So in this way, it's a very lengthy answer, but the main thing you have to remember is here the two methods. One is finding the area of triangle ABC using Heron, and also finding the area of triangle ABC by adding all the 3 triangles using half into base into height. So in this way we can find the other two sides. Now let us move to the next question, that is 13th question. He has given here, prove that opposite side. Just concentrate on these words. Prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angles at the center of the circle. So by seeing it looks very complicated, but try to understand. Prove that opposite sides of quadrilateral. Where is quadrilateral? Here you can see A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle. I already told you. So circumscribing means that quadrilateral is outside the circle. So circle is inside. And he has given quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend. Subtend means what? Made. Supplementary means what? Supplementary is nothing but sum of two angles is 180. We call it as supplementary. So this is supplementary angles at the center of the circle. Means I have to prove that opposite sides. Where are the opposite sides here? AB and CD are the opposite sides. So he is asking these opposite sides make supplementary angles at the center. I think got an idea what I have to prove. AOB and COD, because these two are opposite and these two opposites makes angles at the center, means this angle plus this angle. I have to prove supplementary, that is 180. Similarly, another opposite sides, that is AD and BC. So I have to prove that AOD plus BOC is also 180. Once if we prove that this 2 is 180, the other 2 is very easy, because 360 minus 180 is 180. So let us start now what he has given, what to prove and how to start. So here given ABCD is a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle. This is a given. What I have to prove, just now I explained using a diagram. To prove AOB plus COD, these two angles made by the opposite sides of a quadrilateral, I have to prove it is supplementary. The another two opposite sides is AD and BC. Some of these two angles also I have to prove 180. So for that, join OP, OQ, OR and OS. So I have joined all the, that is a point of contact there from the center, OP, OQ, OR and OS. You can see here, and here I have marked, very important thing here I have used the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total 8 angles are formed at the center. So why we are using numbers? It is very difficult to use 3 letters and write. So better to use numbers, but whenever you use numbers, it should be mentioned in the diagram. So I got 8 angles here. Now what is the main idea? I have to prove that 2 plus 3, that is this angle, 2 plus 3 angle plus 6 plus 5 is 180. So before that, let me prove that these two corner triangles are congruent. So what are the two congruent there? In triangle SOD and POD, you can see here SOD. So this triangle and this triangle, I am taking these two corner triangles and I am proving congruent. What is the main idea to prove congruent? I have to prove that 1 and 2 are equal. Similarly, I can prove all the other corner triangles. So here SD equal to PD. Why SD equal to PD? SD and PD are equal because these two tangents are drawn from external point. And OS and OP are equal. OS and OP you can see they are radius. So ADI are equal and OD common. So I got that these two triangles are congruent by which congruent condition? S. So I proved that these two triangles are congruent. So when any two triangles are congruent, I can prove that any matching pairs are equal by CPCT. So here what is my idea to prove? Angle 1 and angle 2 are equal by CPCT. So till now we proved angle 1 and angle 2 are equal by proving these two triangles congruent. Similarly, so as I proved now these two triangles congruent, similarly you can prove that these two are congruent. So angle 3 and angle 4 are equal. If these two are congruent, angle 5 equal to angle 6 and these two are also congruent, so 7 equal to 8. So here I have written, so we got the corner angles, that is angle 1 and angle 2 are equal, 3 equals to 4, 5 equal to 6, 7 equal to 8. Then what is our main idea? Why we are finding all this? So here he asked, I have to find this angles made by the opposite sides. So this you can see here AOB. So now our main idea is to find angle AOB plus angle COD equals to 180. So as you know that you have learned angle around a point. So if I give a point, so angle around this point is a complete angles. What is complete angle here? Sum of these all angles. Sum of these all angles is angle 1 plus angle 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 and angle 6 plus 7 plus 8. All the sum of all 8 angles are around a point center, that is end point of a circle. So that is equal to complete angle, that is 360 degree. Now I got 8 angles in this. Now you just look at here which you want among these 8 angles, which you want and which you don't want. With the help of this you have to remove. So now this you can see that I have shaded here. So in this shaded part you have the numbers 2, 3, 6 and 7. So keeping 2, 3, 6, 7, remove this 1, 8, 5, 4 with the help of this given what we proved now. So here, so already I told you I have to consider 2, 3 because I have to prove that sum of these two angles is 180. If you want to prove these two 180, 1, 8, 4, 5 you keep as it is and remaining you can remove. So here the main idea is 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7 I want. So now here 1 is not there in that angle. So angle 1 can be written as angle 2 because already I have proved. And 2 write as it is because here we have 2. So now I got angle 2 plus angle 2. Now 3. We have 3. Yes, we have angle 3 here. So write 3 as it is. And 4. You can see here in this shaded part 4 is not there. So remove 4. How to remove 4? You can see I proved that angle 4 equals to what? Angle 3. So 4 can be replaced by 3. So in this way you can change the remaining angles. Now here you have angle 5. 5 is not there in the shaded part. So I have to remove 5. What is 5? 5 can be written as 6. Angle 5 equal to angle 6. And again you have 6. Angle 6 right as it is. And angle 7. Angle 7 is there in the shaded part. So write as it is angle 7. And angle 8 is not there in the shaded part. So 8 can be written as 7. So in this way out of 8 angles we got only 4 angles which are repeated twice. That is 2 is repeated twice 2 times of angle 2. 3 is repeated twice 2 times of angle 3. Angle 6 is repeated 2 times of angle 6 and angle 7 can be written as 2 times of angle 7. You can just observe here in all angles 2 is repeated. So take 2 common, 2 ones are and 2 180s are. So you got 180 here and you can just observe I got 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7 equal to 180. What is this 2 plus 3? So angle 2 plus 3 can be written as, you can just look at the diagram, 2 plus 3 can be written as COD. So write COD. And similarly, angle 6 plus 7 can be written as, 6 plus 7 can be written as AOB. So I got angle COD plus angle AOB equals to 180 degree. So now I proved that angle AOB plus angle COD equals to 180. Means one part of this question is over. Now I have to prove that the another two triangles, sum of these two opposite sides, that is make these AD and BC are another pair of opposite sides. And again I have to prove that they make supplementary at the center. So for that, instead of writing 1 plus 2 plus till 8, here I have divided into 4 parts. COD plus AOB plus AOD plus BOC equal to again 360 degree because it is an angle around a point. So just now I proved that angle COD plus angle AOB is 180 degree and plus write this as it is AOD plus BOC equal to 360. Shift 180 to right side. AOD plus angle BOC equal to 360 minus 180. So angle AOD plus BOC equals to 180. So in this way we proved that sum of this two angles is 180 and sum of these two angles is also 180. Thank you.